This is Aqua, the water goddess. The useless goddess. Despite her useless party tricks and uselessly low intelligence, Aqua from the Konosuba series can still come in handy when she really needs to sometimes. I'm Chris, and welcome to my Waifu Hunter series. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more waifu videos. I know what you're thinking. Chris, aren't you being a little harsh with the word useless? I mean, you wouldn't describe your girlfriend that way unless you wanted to get kicked out of the house. Well, in terms of the sheer number of people who consider her useless, I'm not alone, because I sincerely asked the community, word for word, do you think Aqua is waifu material? And this is all you guys gave me. I've always said that all waifus are welcome and loved, but this will be my most challenging project yet. Now, here are my 10 reasons why Aqua is waifu material. Number 10. Aqua generally has a confident stature and carries herself well, most of the time. Talking about her appearance, first off, she has this beautiful light blue hair. And to match this, she wears a short blue dress, a little too short for some. Yes! She also wears blue-white arm sleeves and boots that go up to her thighs. Her wearing blue completes the primary colors of the Pokemon, Konosuba waifus. I personally like the yellow version. In addition to her appearance, here's a little trivia that someone pointed out for me. Did you ever notice that her hairband resembles an H2O molecule? A very nice touch by the artist, given that she is a water goddess. Too bad that's about the most intelligent thing about her. Though she is looking fine in that maid costume. While Aqua has a decent pair of eyes on her, it's about average. She bridges the size gap between the flat is Justice, explosion lolly Megamine, and the steamy masochist that is Darkness. However, those two are missing an asset that Aqua has no trouble showing off. Take it away, Snake.
Yeah, you got a great butt.
What would be more appropriate is for me to say that Aqua has a medium-sized pair of thighs on her. Yes, the anime constantly reminds us about this wonderful asset. Oh man, these angles. Somebody even made a Nintendo stage out of it. Take a look. Man, I better buy a Nintendo Switch for this game.
And it's gone!
Number 8, she doesn't mind you shaking around at night. Alright guys and gals, I'm talking about that deed that you just need to do. For some it's a daily thing, for some a weekly. All I know is that it all ends in a giant Thank you, Megamine. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you need a little help getting to sleep at night.
前に夜中馬小屋で俺がゴソゴソしてるの知ってるって言ってたけど。
何も見てないわよ。ゴソゴソ音がしだしたら反対向いて寝るようにしてたから。
ありがとうございます、アクア様。
But I suspect she's just plain clueless. Number 7. She's got magic. Despite her actions, Aqua is a goddess, which means she's got goddess level magic in her. She specializes in water and holy-based spells, and even has a cult following, even if they don't believe her to be the real deal. Some useful ideas I have would be, if you're real thirsty, Aqua can certainly help you out, no problem. No, I mean, if you needed a drink of water, she could get you one in an instant. Not exactly the most useful spell, but it's something. Moving on, she also has holy spells, which allows her to revive corpses from the dead and reposing of the lost soul. Aqua is a gentle soul after all. So if you accidentally die, you can be brought back from the dead as long as she's around. At the very end of the second season, she demonstrates the sheer power of her epic god blow, with the unusual beliefs of her followers backing her up. What? Number 6. She's easily motivated. Now, due to her prideful nature, Aqua can often be goaded into doing most things. Also, seeing that she isn't too intelligent, reverse psychology works pretty well on her too. Now, there are several ways to stimulate her. Motivation. Some available options are money, social acceptance, or man-eating alligators. Wait, what? Look, I would be very motivated too if I had monster-sized alligators chomping down on my safety cage, especially ones that do this. Okay, next up at number 5. What the? Where's the rest? Well, this is embarrassing. I've run out of positive things to say about Aqua. So now, I'm just gonna list out the other reasons of why she might not be waifu material. When watching the anime, we learned that Aqua starts off as a higher level character.
視力が平均より低いのと幸運が最低レベルなこと以外は全てのステータスが大幅に平均値を超えてますよ。
As the whole party levels up, their skills increase incrementally. However, for some reason, Aqua's intelligence never goes up.
一切伸びてない気がするんだが。
ステータスなんて最初からカーストしてるに決まってるじゃない。
つまりこいつはどれだけレベルを上げてももう知力は上がらないわけだ。
Aqua can be painfully naive with her enthusiasm for dumb plans. Like that time when she drew a magic circle in a dungeon, kicking out all the monsters, and they have nowhere to go except attacking the town. Kazuma really gave her a bruise on that one. While watching the anime, I'm sure one thought that surely crossed your mind is Aqua really wearing any pantsu? Don't pretend like you never thought of it. In our last video, we got a glimpse at Megumin's pantsu, plain as day. But Aqua's, it's almost as if it's on stealth mode. That's because it is. She had this amazing idea that since she wears such a short dress, she just went ahead and turned her pantsu invisible. That way, no one can see it. That's a 300 IQ tactic if I ever saw one. Number 4, a pause-worthy crying face. Aqua likes to complain. It's one of the few things she's really good at. Like when they went to visit the hot springs in the town that worships her, she couldn't even convince a single person that she's the goddess they were worshipping. She has a habit of spiraling emotionally and letting out her frustration. One was when Kazuma and her got transported into the new world. Then the other was when Kazuma just called her useless. Geez, something in her really snapped. Number 3, no shame. Aqua is very irresponsible with her moolah. Whenever they do a big job, she gets rid of it faster than it took to earn it. Sometimes she spends and commits more than she can afford, and well, lands into some debt problems. Seeing that she seems to have no sense of shame, she will at first pretend to politely ask for the money from Kazuma. Then, well, desperation hits. Aside from this, Aqua is an alcoholic and parties hard. And normally that's a good thing to have in a party buddy. But she parties until she's drunk and puking all over the place. Poor Kazuma. Number 2, she ruins the image of her peers. Sound familiar? Aqua is a straight up savage and doesn't mind undermining her peers and teammates. When Kazuma got killed by a falling on his neck, when she found out that Aris was handling the situation of his revival, she can only complain and speak of ill words about the cute and innocent Aris. I mean, who cares if she pads her chest? Aqua also has no problem calling Kazuma various names and poking fun at him when possible. Nothing seems to faze Aqua. When Kazuma came out with just a bath towel, while the innocent darkness screams in sheer terror when the towel drops, Aqua can only smirk at the sight of Kazuma's Excalibur. And now, at number 1, Aqua is useless. I know that this isn't exactly a specific trait, but it's practically the number 1 thing that people are saying in the comments about her. If the community had their way, this entire list would all say useless. Can you imagine her fighting the JoJo characters? That would be something to see for sure. Now, some examples of why she's useless. Like whenever she comes in contact with the hot springs, it gets turned into regular water. She pretty much got kicked out of her own church. Whenever she serves tea, it just becomes regular hot water. And when she stirred darkness's grape juice, it just purified into water. She would make a horrible waitress. Remember when we talked about how she has awesome goddess-like powers like the God Blow? Well, turns out since her attacks are water-based, it's not very effective against some enemies, like frogs. Sometimes her magic spell causes more harm than good, like when she decides to use a high-level water spell, causing millions in collateral damage.
そして弁償金額が3億と4000万か。
Her holy aura is sometimes a detriment, aside from almost killing Wiz on multiple occasions.
どうかこれを飲んで落ち着いてください。でないと私、興奮したアクア様の神経。
The undead are actually attracted to her holy aura. At least she makes for a great distraction. Lastly, remember that awesome god blow she used? Turns out the splash effect ruined all the hot springs, turning them into regular hot water. Talk about an epic fail. Okay, I think we're finally done now. So there you have it. My 10 reasons why Aqua is and isn't waifu material. So what do you think? Do you consider Aqua to be a waifu or more of a bro? For me, I'm about 50-50 on this one, but I'm curious to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your thoughts about her in the comments down below. Until then, I'm Waifu Hunter Chris Gamefield. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.